Hey guys, it's Mike with Fleetwood RV. Today we're going to take a look at the new Super C by Fleetwood RV. This particular unit is the Altitude 600 FSD. The D's for diesel. This floor plan is the 36 CS. So this is the exterior of the Altitude 36 CS. As you can see, it is all full body paint. We do have 8 different exterior graphics that you can choose from. So make sure you go to fleetwoodrv.com and you can check out all the different graphics. But no matter which one you get, you're gonna get a high-end paint job. These are all double cleared. That means we put 3 coats of clear on it. We sand it down, we put 3 more coats of clear on it. What that does, it eliminates all these paint lines, and plus it builds that UV protection. So that way, if you keep this unit for 8, 9, 10, 15 years, it's gonna keep it looking nice and new. As we said earlier, this is built on the F600 chassis, and it is on the 6.7 liter power stroke. This has 950 foot-pounds of torque, and it is a 4-wheel drive unit. Let's start on the passenger side here, work our way down and look at some of the exterior features. Right at the entry door, you'll notice our cameras. We got our cameras mounted on the side. As soon as you hit your turn signals, those cameras show up so you can see exactly what's coming down the side of your unit. We have keyless entry, so it's very easy to get into your unit. You don't have to fumble for your keys all the time. Our exterior entertainment system. We have our TV under here, and we do have a sound bar. So no matter where you're sitting underneath your patio, you can hear the audio just fine. And speaking of the patio, this is a legless patio, and it is, I believe it's 18 foot long, so plenty of room to spread out. And being legless, when you come out of the passenger door, maybe come to the entry door or the luggage compartments, you don't have to worry about that leg coming right here where you hit your head on. It's nice up out of the way and just nice sleek look. Our first luggage compartment, we have a 20-gallon propane tank. We have a 2,000 watt inverter. This one here is our inverter disconnect switch. The one beside it is our slide out disconnect switch. Battery control center. Right below the bottom here is a quick disconnect. So if we're sitting underneath that 18-foot patio, we have a Blackstone grill out here or something like that. You can plug it right into there and you don't have no need to carry an extra tank with you. We have a potable water right here. Next luggage compartment is pass-through storage. You can never have enough storage in a motorhome. No carpet at the bottom, so you're putting the things in here we don't want inside on the carpet because it stains. So you can throw it in here, spray this out with a hose. Everything's waterproof, you're good to go. We have a tankless water heater, so you can enjoy those long, enjoyable showers. Next compartment is storage as well. And notice the lights too. This unit, you look at the front cap, the rear cap, it's really, really aggressive looking. And it just speaks that off-road vibe to it. But as you see, we got the lights built into the side here. It looks really nice. Next compartment is, again, storage. Right above there, you'll see some of our tanks. Next compartment is pass-through storage. And the next compartment, believe it or not, is more pass-through storage. Now jumping to the back, as I was talking about, look how aggressive this rear cap looks. Very nice, sharp body lines. Just looks very, very nice. Up top, we have some accent lights. We have the exterior camera. So that camera, as soon as you put the unit in reverse, it's going to show what you have there, and it is one-way audio. So if your spotter's telling you to turn left or right, you can hear them. 2-piece ladder. We do a lot of 2-piece ladders. It keeps the kids off the roof and things like that. When you looked in the luggage compartment over here, you'd probably see the extension for that ladder to get on. We have a 12,000-pound hitch on here, and this unit can tow 12,000-pound the full 12,000 pounds because we've got 12,000-pound gap between our gross vehicle weight and our gross combined weight rating. We'll jump over to the driver's side of the unit and look at these features. Our first luggage compartment, we have our surge guard right here. This is our transfer switch. So when you're hooked up to the shore or you kick on your generator, this is going to switch back and forth and power your unit. It's all done internally. Really, it's nothing you have to worry about. And we have a 50 amp service here, 50 amp power cord on a power cord reel. When you get up and it's a little chilly in the morning, those cords are a little stiff, so it makes it a lot easier to pack up when you're leaving. Right here's that pass-through storage we talked about on the other side. Next compartment is our knife valves, and here's where we're going to come to drain our tanks. We have a big hole right here. The hookup is on a swivel, so you can hook it up. You run your hose out the bottom, and then we have our knife valves right here. And this one does have the Sandycon turbo that helps you drain those tanks. We have our diesel fill right here and our washdown bay. I like how they made this area pretty compact. That way it's not taking up all that storage. But here's our low point drains when you come to winterize it. We do have our 110 hookups right here and an exterior shower if you want to spray off any of the cargo, the pets, anything before you put it in your compartments. Next compartment is more storage. And here we have our Onan 6000 quiet diesel generator. This is plumbed into the same tank there, so if you fill up once, you're good to go. In this compartment, we have our 100-gallon freshwater tank. Here's the main drain for that tank. We have our water pump and a whole house filter. They say change that whole house filter every 8,000 gallons, but I say change it every year after you get done winterizing or unwinterizing your unit. Right here's another compartment, a little bit of storage here. We do have our depth fill right here, and then our hydraulic reservoir for our leveling system. Now that we're in the front of the unit, piggybacking off of that aggressive look, take a look at that front cap, how aggressive it is. It has that big pano window, again, sharp body lines and a bunch of accent lights. When you look at this thing in the dark going down the road, it looks very, very sharp. Let's jump inside and take a look at some of the interior features. Before we open this unit up and see what it looks like in travel mode, I want to show you what it looks like when it's closed and the access to all the amenities. So as you can see up here in the galley, the kitchen area, we have plenty of access to the dinette, everything here in the galley, the refrigerator, no problems at all accessing this. The tightest spot in this unit is right here where the fireplace and the theater seats come together. And you have more room if you do not get the theater seats, but as you see, it's still easily accessible. The bathroom door opens up almost all the way. You can even get to your stackable washer and dryer, and we can get to our bed. The cool thing about this one is the bed can be all the way down, so when you're traveling, it can actually be used. Pull into a Walmart parking lot or something like that, you can go in there, take a nap, and you don't have to open up your slide out boxes. But let us get this unit opened up, and we'll see what it looks like in camping mode. So here's the inside of the Altitude 36 CS opened up in camping mode. This particular unit it's the Tradewinds interior decor. We have the Heritage cabinetry up top and the Mariner cabinetry at the bottom. But again, go to Fleetwood's website. We have like 8 exterior graphics you can get on here. We have 4 different colors for cabinets, I believe 4 different interior decors. So you can find the dealer that's closest to you, find out where you can go look for one of these. You can go in there, build the one out that you like the best, and then search inventory. So make sure you're going to Fleetwood RV's website, but let's start up front. We'll come work our way to the back and look at some of the features inside. I won't go into a bunch of detail up here in the cockpit. It operates like you would think a F600 would, but we do take our seats and send them off and get them upfitted so they have nice diamond sewing into them and just nice padded, gives it a nice high-end look. Up top here, we have our bed. This pulls out and turns into another sleeping area. But take a look at this, because when you're looking at Class C's out there in the market, a lot of manufacturers have a short cab up here. So when you crawl into it, it feels like you're crawling into a cave. But with Fleetwood, we have the big pano window up there. That is power as well. So when you put the shades down, you just hit the button, it goes all the way down, or you can sleep up here and have a great view of the stars. And we have wireless cell phone chargers, we have cup holders, we have storage cubbies up here. Right up here is a curtain we can put up, so you do get privacy up there. So we've kind of thought about all the things that you would need when you're sleeping, and it's all incorporated right here. Then when you're done using it, you flip it up, you have easy access in and out of the cab. Coming back into the kitchen area, we'll start with the pantry. We got drawers that pull out, and then we have adjustable shelves. Everywhere we can, if you're familiar with Fleetwood, we always try to put adjustable shelves in because it really increases how much you can use your storage. Boxes of cereal can fit, canned goods can fit. You move them up and down, use it how you feel fit. All metal hardware all the way around, none of that plastic stuff. So with that being said, these cabinets stay open. They don't end up falling down. They're metal struts. And when you shut them, you can feel how, or hear how solid those are. We have our dinette right here that can drop down and turn into additional sleeping as well. And there is storage underneath both seats. Again, you can never have enough storage. Coming over here to the galley, we have solid surface countertops. We have this single deep bowl or sink. You don't have to worry about that divider. You can fit a crock pot in here, a Dutch oven or anything like that. The picture box window, and all the windows for that matter, are the nice square windows. Gives it that really nice residential look. But what I love the most about them, the blinds are incorporated into them. When you think about some of the other products, even some that we have, you got MCD shades. So when you hit a corner or something, those MCD shades smack the window and it's loud. When you get in this thing and start driving it, it is super quiet. And I think a lot of it is for these windows. There's no rattle to them at all. We have an induction cooktop right here. We have a convection microwave. This microwave is an air fryer as well. We'll take a look at some of the storage here in the galley as well. Under here's your big one where you're going to put most of your trash cans and things like that. And then we do have another 3 drawers right here. And since this is the Mariner, this is all solid hardwood too. None of that blue stuff is wrapped. And we can't forget about the refrigerator. This is a huge refrigerator. Plenty of storage up top. And then on the freezer part of it, we have 2 drawers right here. I don't know how many times things get lost in the freezer. They get buried at the bottom and you always forget about it. So with this, we have 3 different drawers. So keep everything nice and organized, and plenty of food for those long trips. Over here we have the Motion Power Lounge. These are power, so they can run them out. We have USB plugs in the side. We have the standard USB, and we have the USB-C. So no matter which version of iPhone you have, you can charge it right here. Cup holders built into it, and a nice deep storage area right here. All of our furniture is made by Apex Furniture. They are exclusive to Fleetwood, Holiday Rambler, American Coach, and we've had really good feedback from them. They're out of Knoxville, Tennessee. Everything's American made. The fabrics are very easy to clean. They source their material from Spradling, and that's the same stuff they use in like the multi-million-dollar boats. So that alone just tells you how durable this stuff is. But come over to our accent wall. We have storage up top. We have our TV and sound bar below, and that sits right above the fireplace. This is fully functional, and it does put out almost 5,000 BTUs of heat. A lot of times when I go to dealers and do training, I literally get there in the morning, I turn this on, and it gets the unit plenty warm. So you're already plugged into the campsite, you've already paid for the campsite, you might as well use the free heat than the propane that you paid for. We have a nice big end table right here as well. And again, we've even got adjustable shelves in the end table. Moving into the bathroom, we have a large fiberglass shower. We put the largest shower as we could. When we took polls and talked to the customers, the things they didn't like about a Class C were small overhead bunks. We took care of that. Small showers, we took care of that. And small entry doors. We literally took the entry doors out of our Class A's, a 30-inch entry door, and we put it in our Class C's. So all 3 of those have been overcome. We have a porcelain toilet. Every Fleetwood product has porcelain in it. We use no ABS anywhere. And then we have a nice medicine cabinet and sink over in the corner. So everything we need is included in that bathroom. Right across from that, we have a stackable washer and dryer. This is an option, so if you don't want the stackable washer and dryer and you'd rather have like hanging wardrobe here, you're more than welcome to do so. If you're on a dealer's lot and you see a 36 CS that does not have that, don't worry about it. It is prepped. All the water lines are back there and everything. Just tell your dealer you want the washer and dryer. They can put it in for you. Moving into the master bedroom, as you see, we have a king-size bed. As we talked about earlier, this bed can be down, so that way you can access it while you're traveling or while it's closed up and you're in a Walmart parking lot or a Cabela's. And that's due to this design right here. Our cabinets come out over top of it and the bed slides under it about 6 inches or so. So makes that functional. Right up top, we have storage that goes all the way across. All ozite lined. It is prepped for a CPAP. We have our reading lights below, and then we have those nice square windows we talked about on opposing sides here. So if it's hot out, you don't want to kick on your ACs or something, you're off grid, you can pop these open, get a nice cross breeze going across here. Coming over to the wardrobe side, we open up our cabinets. We have, I wouldn't call it full length, but it's a lot larger than half length wardrobe. So plenty of storage on both sides. The other side mirrors this. And below it, we have storage right here. Both of these pull out as well. And we have 6 drawers right here. So plenty of storage. And we also have a nice little prep spot right on top of here. And speaking of storage, we have more storage right here behind the TV. And it looks like this one does have the Starlink option. So that's basically the walk around of the 36 CS. If you're familiar with the Fleetwood products, you probably realized this floor plan looks a lot like a Bounder 33C. And that's because it is. That's a very nice floor plan. It's been proven. The layout just works. We sell a lot of 33Cs and 35Ks. And so it just made sense to put that into a Class C unit. So that's what we did. Another thing I want to talk about was Fleetwood, with our Class Cs, we build these just like a Class A. So this is built on that power platform that you see on a Bounder 35K or a Bounder 33C. It's not built on trusses. We take a big structure, steel structure, and it saddles the forward rails. And that way our basement's incorporated into it. When you're going over those bumps, hitting potholes, if you're taking this to Alaska, you have the chassis, you have the foundation to handle that. When it's built off trusses and stuff like that, you know, there's opportunity there. So with the power platform, it's just gonna make sure this unit lasts for a long time. Another thing is we have no Luan backer. Again, we build this just like an American coach almost. Discovery LXE and Armadas. There's no Luan backer on the back. What's that mean? There's no wood it's gonna delam. So when you have this for 5, 6, 7, 10 years, whatever it is, when you go to trade it in, you should get the best trade value because you don't have to worry about a delam. When you go to trade a unit in, you're like, hey, this unit looks great, brand new. And then, oh, by the way, dealer, I forgot about the delam in the back corner. That's gonna cost you a bunch of money, tens of thousands of dollars. And that's even if the dealer takes it. But that's something you're not gonna have to worry about with the Altitude because there is no Luan there. The next thing I wanted to cover real quick was there's interlocking extrusions. So again, this is built like a high-end Class A. We literally have aluminum channels that are welded and bolted to the frame, and then the inverse piece of that is in the wall, and they come down and lock together. So you could stand inside of here if you wanted to and kick the walls hard as you could, even with no screws in it, and it wouldn't go anywhere. That is the best way to build. It turns this whole cage into one unified structure. What is industry standard will say? They'll take a wall, they'll put it on the floor and screw it to a piece of angle iron. Again, if you're taking these to Alaska, this is a 4-wheel drive unit going off-road. You want something that's going to handle the bumps and the bruises that you're going to give it. And the Altitude will do that. But I'll get off my soapbox there. Go to fleetwoodrv.com. Again, check out all of the options we have on these. Also, leave a comment down below. Let us know what you think of the new Super C and the Fleetwood lineup. And we'll see you on the next video.